Hi. Good morning, guys. Today we'll be talking about costume. Let me see those of you that are there so that we can move forward. Hello? Let me see those of you that are online. Good, good. Say hi, let me see. Say hi, so that we can move. All right, Rian. Good. Now today we'll be talking about, look at this, look at what you're seeing on the screen there. What do you think we'll be discussing today? What is this? What do you see here? Good morning, guys. Beautiful. That is costume, beautiful. Good morning. This is costume. Now, if you look at this costume, what can you tell me they are trying to portray, or what this set of ladies are trying to portray with this costume? Good morning, guys. What are they trying to portray with the costume? Yes, it is 3 women. What are they trying to portray with the costume? What are they trying to portray with the costume? I'm going to collect the boat. You are bringing the boat to school. The water has gone, so you are bringing the boat to school. That's the practical assignment. This one too is also a practical assignment. You're bringing it down to school. Peacocks, culture, drama, story. Now, yes, fine. It's culture. I will take culture. The reason why I take culture is that I picked this costume from the Aisha very soon from now. They are doing the cleaning, so we'll be back very soon. They are doing the cleaning right now. So now, as you are saying, you will see I picked this scene from the Aladdin story. So, but this is just to tell you that we are going to be discussing costumes that basically deal with culture. And what kind of culture? What kind of culture? Everybody knows that where the storyline is coming from. This culture is not actually working there now. It used to be like this before, but now it is not like that anymore. So what I'm saying is, okay, let me come close. Somebody say you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Daniel, can you hear me now? You can. All right. Now, when you say culture, you see that in costuming, culture play a vital role. Look at what I'm wearing now, for example. Look at me. You see that I'm wearing a native. And this is peculiar with which tribe? This is peculiar with which tribe? Can somebody tell us what Yoruba? Beautiful. Now, as I'm wearing this, you will also see that this is normal cloth that we wear up and down. The normal thing that we wear anywhere, the normal thing that we use for whatever we want to do as a Yoruba person. But one funny thing is this: do I look like someone that you can call a king with this? No. The reason is that it's not having the crown, it's not having the kind of cloth that the king wears. But one funny thing again is this: is the fact that this is a costume in some cases, as this normal cloth is a costume in some cases. How is it a costume in some cases? Because if you're on stage, for example, or you're acting, or you are in a movie set and you're acting a role, if you're dressed like this, they know you're from where? The Yoruba land. If they don't even know you're from the Yoruba land, they know that you are acting the Yoruba play. It signifies, it's telling them something about that place that you come from. It's telling them that you are, good morning. It's telling them that you are acting a role of a Yoruba person. Now, let's go further. You have series of ways that costumes can help to interpret a story. It can help to bring your story to life. It can help to explain to you what exactly you want to tell your audience. Machine, good morning. What exactly you want to tell your audience is going to tell you that. Tell your audience your story even before you open your mouth. You know, I just climb on stage now with just my cloth and I start singing my Jaila Booyah King Jaila my Jaila Booyah King Jaila my Jaila. What am I trying to portray with that? What am I trying to portray with that? Maybe I was singing and I was, pretending and so on. What am I trying to portray with that? Culture? No. We are trying to portray culture with our costume, but me, I just can't say my no. We are not sorrow. You heard my language. I said, I will enjoy myself on this earth. It's a drama. I will enjoy myself on this earth. If they don't enjoy themselves in heaven, I don't know. I'm playing a drunkard, a Yoruba drunkard. That's just to tell you that for you to interpret your role, if whatever you are acting, your cloth will tell the message, will tell them that, okay, this guy is playing the role of so person. You understand now? Okay, let's go to this place. Let's go to this one. Which tribe holds this dress? Which tribe owns this dress? India. And that was what some people said earlier. India. Yes. Any other more on Arabs? That's where I want to go to. Arab. We have about 1, 2, 3. Yes, Arabs. A lot of people. Yes, clap for yourself, guys. Let me see you clap for yourself. Let me see you clap for yourself. That's beautiful. Arabs. The Arabs. Now, if you look at it, you will see that the kind of trouser that the man is wearing is kind of bogus. And you see the pattern of the design of the cloth of the woman, and you look at that thing they are carrying, and you look at the man, it's as if he's using something like a turban on his head. This is called the Arab culture. But the funniest thing is that this is also taken from the Aladdin film background. I'm just trying to let you know that if you are acting your role, whatever you're wearing on stage or in front of the camera is going to help you to interpret your role. And that thing is called costume. Now, who can tell us if costume actually play a role in Nigerian film or in a African film setup or stage setup? Is costume playing any role? Let's hear that. Is costume playing any role in that? Yes, it's playing. Tell me how it plays the role. I want to see your responses. How does it play the role? I understand. Yes, I agree with all of you. Yes. This is beautiful. Characters. Fine. Now it's portraying the character. It's portraying the characters. I don't want anybody to be exchanging number here. When I'm done, you can exchange your numbers. It gives the story the background. That is beautiful. When it describes the culture, it describes the person. This is beautiful. Amida, this is beautiful. Jamil, Oderimi, this is beautiful. Sally, Ibrahim, this is beautiful. Onena, this is beautiful. I love that. It portrays the character. It tells the story. It shows the character actions. It shows where you're coming from. It tells them your sense of belonging. Let's do it this way. If you are putting a doctor here now to act on this stage, or maybe to be in that movie as a doctor, there's some kind of clothes that you see with a doctor, he's a doctor. That thing is a white robe that also you can use what is it called? Like maybe he has this thing they call testicles that he normally put around his neck, and they put it in people's hair. Stethoscope. He uses stethoscope to test maybe so that alone will tell you that this person is a doctor. So that is the role costume plays. Now, let's go to this place. Costumes often refer to particular style of clothing, one to portray, the character or the type of character. Now, somebody said one thing earlier. I said we have good costumes and we have bad costumes. And somebody said costume can make you look good. It's not necessarily as to make you look good. Sometimes it's not meant to make you look good. It's meant to make you play that character, play that role that you're playing. And what is that role? Let's assume that you're playing a villain. You all know what a villain is. You know, we have protagonists, we have antagonists. So if you're playing protagonist and antagonist, tell me, how do you portray it with a costume? It portrays the background of the character. Fine. How do you portray it with the costume? You know, we have protagonists, we have antagonists. You all know what protagonist, you know what antagonist is. Protagonist is who? Antagonist is who? Who can tell us the difference between the two of them? One is a protagonist and one is an antagonist. Who can tell us the difference between the two of them? Yes, any response? We are talking about characters now. Hero and villain. Hero and villain. Who is the hero and who is the villain, Daniel? Who is the hero and who is the villain? Protagonist is the main character, while antagonist is opponent. Look away. I love that. Aliyah, this is beautiful. It's the main. It's the bad antagonist is good. Okay. Some of you have a short form of expressing yourself. Some were able to tell me in a nutshell how that is. All Might is the hero. Who is this? Bright. I don't understand your language. You are not speaking my language. You said All Might is the hero. All for what? I don't get it. I'm lost. You're pushing me off track here. I don't understand you. Leading character or major character. That's the main character. That is the villain. Beautiful. Antagonist is the villain, while protagonist is the main character, the lead character, the lead role, the person that plays the lead role. Now, I said what I said. When you wear your costumes in a season of theatrical, whatever, look at in such case like Oya. Oya is the wife of Shango in the Yoruba film setup. Shango is a king in Yoruba land. But there is a particular dress code. If you're looking at this one, you think this is Yoruba dress code, you're fooling yourself. Because I am Yoruba, I'm wearing this Ankara. But Ankara is not mainly meant for the royal family. In the royal family, they have their own kind of clothes that they wear. So if you are playing Shango on stage, or you are playing Oya on stage, or you are playing Babalawo on stage, or you are playing deity on stage, you know what a deity is. Who can tell us what a deity is? What is a deity? Who can tell us what a deity is? A crowd. A deity is a crowd. Nobody's even complaining that they copy him. Copy. A god. Beautiful. God. Black Panther as a scheme model. God. Beautiful. Now a deity is a god. A deity now, deity, god or goddess. Yes. A god. A deity is when you are playing the role. Let me show you something. I will show you a deity now. Let me show you a deity. Who among these two is a deity? Who among these two is a deity? Maui. Yes. Maui is the deity. Now, let's analyze the character of Maui here. I wanted to use it because I know a lot of you will be familiar with the Maui character. So now let us use Maui as our main character here. So let us break down everything that they are saying on Maui. That thing that Maui is holding is called what? That thing that Maui is holding is called what? Hook. Fine. That is a hook. But if you look at the hook, you see that the hook is different in a way. The hook is made from bone. The hook is made from bone. And that is like a magic wand for Maui. That is what he uses in conjuring, in flying, in doing whatever he wants to do. You understand now? Now, on Maui's body, what do you see on Maui's body? There's something on Maui's tattoo, brilliant. Now, what is that tattoo? What do you call the tattoo? Is it part of costuming or is it part of the costume? Is it part of the costuming or is it part of costume? That's what I want to know. Who is brilliant enough to detect what that tattoo is relative to? The area that we can categorize the tattoo with. Costume, costuming. Some people said costuming is part of the costume. It's costume. I'm still looking for that person that is wise. I'm still looking for that person that is wise that can nail it on it and get the secret out of my past. No, no, no. Makeup, Mercy, that is brilliant. Abdul Malik. That's Aisha Abdullahi. Beautiful. Makeup. Yes. Omena, makeup. That is it. Abdusalam, that is it. Beautiful. Amina, beautiful. It is makeup. This is makeup. That is the reason why I brought it to you so that you'll be able to now see for yourself which one is costume, which one is makeup. We have been able to detect on Maui now something, and we're able to detect one other one, which is tattoo. The tattoo is makeup. Now, what do you call the leaf on Maui? What do we call the leaf on Maui? If the body tattoo is makeup and so on and so forth, what do we call the leaf on Maui? The leaf design on Maui. Costume, gala costume, Mena costume, yeah, clothing. You started. Costume, 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 costume. Brilliant. That is it. Now the tattoos you see on Maui is makeup, while the leaf is costume. So in next class we'll be discussing about makeup, but today we are discussing about costuming. So now we have been able to iron that. I want to go to some section. Let's look at this. This is who. This is who. Moana, beautiful. This is Moana. Now, Moana, analyze what you see on Moana. We have an article on Moana. It's a cloth. Hello? Makeup. Makeup. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Costume. This is costume. Now, let's go to somewhere. If you look at the costume that Moana is wearing, it was made from a flax. They got a kind of coconut of fiber stuff and refined and made it into threads and weave it together to achieve what you're seeing here now. It was used to acquire this. And how? They treated it and run it into fiber and woven it into macrame. You all know what macrame is. Macrame, you can use big thread. Now, the reason why I brought this is this. If you look at Nigeria, for example, I was talking about the Yoruba god called Shango. And with Shango, you have what you call Oya. Now, in Yoruba land, hardly do you see us wear, in those days I meant, you see us wear Ankara. But these days, we wear Ankara. In those days, what we have is called Ashoki. And Ashoki is when you weave or you wove fibers together. These kind of fibers are very thick and heavy. And that's what you're seeing on Moana. They are very thick and heavy, and that's what you're seeing on Moana. The fibers are constructed in a way that you can have a run through of horizontal lines and vertical lines. And that's what we're saying, horizontal fibers and vertical fibers, or horizontal thread and vertical thread. These two have a shuttle. The shuttle carries the vertical thread, while the loom carry the. Now look at this thing behind me. This is what we are saying. This is what you see on Moana. If you look at this, it's a thread made from fibers of raffia. This is made from raffia, and the one is from the rice sack. This is very, very, very interesting. I wish I know how to do this. Honestly, I can do this anyway. I'm just joking. Now, this is made from raffia, and this is what you're seeing on Moana. This is the material you're seeing that I'm talking about. You see this? This is made from the coconut or the palm frond leaf. The coconut or the. Now, this is to tell you that the costume can be made from any material at all. That costume can follow the design from any category of cloth, can be made from any form of clothing or anything that you think is exact or is perfect for you in that field. Now, I'm going to another one. I told you this is made from raffia and other stuffs now. Now, let's look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Who is this guy? Who are you seeing here? Who is this man that is standing here in front of you? Aladdin. Beautiful. Now, what is the costume Aladdin wearing? What is the content? What is the fabric used in making Aladdin's waistcoat? His waistcoat. What is he made of? Local material. Hello, I'm waiting. Local material, fabric, leather. Amida, brilliant. Amida, Sharif, those guys are awesome. Mohammed and Nomin are awesome. It's made from leather. Now, hold on. I agree. All of you are getting it down. Now, listen to me. Listen to me. You will see that earlier I showed you that of Moana where it is made of raffia or palm fronds or palm tree leaves. Once it's dried off, it stretches into a thread and you can use it to weave whatever you want to weave or design whatever you want to design. Down on Aladdin, you now have leather. Where is leather coming from? Leather is coming from the ram, goat, cow. Instead of turning it into momo, they turn it into leather. And that is what you're seeing as well. So that's really that your costume can come from any material, it can come from any fabric. Your costume can come from leather, it can come from paper, it can come from thread, it can come from fiber, it can come from natural or artificial method, or all the methods that you feel that this thing can come from. That's what we are talking about now. So it's either your costume is made out of leather, out of paper. Now, why is a costume going to be made out of paper? The reason why costume is made out of paper is only one thing. Who can tell us that thing? Who can tell us why costume is made out of paper? Who can guess? Beautiful. Beautiful. Who else? I won't say anything. I've seen the answer. Mistake. What mistake? Let's have more contributions. I want to have more contributions. Why is it made out of paper? Designing it or making it is not because it's light, or maybe because there was a mistake, or maybe because there was this or that. But what I'm saying is, why was it made out of paper? I'm waiting. I'm not asking you. I mean, I'm not saying things are made out of paper. No. It's not about the smooth surface of design. Hello? It's not about the olden days. It's not about the olden days. Appearance. No. It is not made out of paper because paper is cheap. It's not made out of paper because paper can tear easily. It's made out of paper for one reason. It's not because it is poor. It's not because it is light. All right. No. It's not because it's light. It's not because it's poor. Who can guess before I say it? Hey, people are so wicked. Some people are saying because of quality. Some people are saying because of poverty. Some people are saying animated play. This is not an animated play. Look at the image very well. The guy is real. Well, since nobody was able to guess, let me tell you why it's made out of paper. It is made out of paper so that you can play that role well. In some cases, some clothes, if you want to tear it, you just hold it like this, and you're done tearing it. But here, we are talking about in some cases where it has to fall inside water and the cloth has to be tuned. That was why it was made in paper. To act on stage for in a situation whereby the cloth will be destroyed, the cloth will be burned, or the cloth will be torn. That is why it is made out of paper. And that's why we call it costume. The reason we call it costume is that to just show the people what you can do, how you can do it, and how best you can make it happen. And that is why it's called costume. And it's made on stage. Now let's go further. Let's go further. I ran over one of them. It says costume production. How do we produce costume? How do we construct costume? I just asked her, how do we construct costume? Okay, if you don't know, let me explain it. Now, see, if this is a piece of paper, sorry, yeah, you know, we're talking about a piece of paper earlier. Or let's say if this is a piece of paper, or if it is a fabric, either a piece of paper or fabric, the two of them, or leather, or anything that you know you can create clothes with. Then you sew it. After you sew it into your shape, don't forget, some people might be skinny, some people might be fat. That's why you have a tailor to measure and tell us what the tailor has been able to achieve. So look at this. If this is made into a costume, this and this, it will definitely go a long way. So he said, you are going to have to prepare for me your own costume. Yes, that's where I'm going to. Producing your own costumes, and the materials that you're going to be needing is needle. I hope you're writing that down. Are you putting down? You're putting that down. Let me hear your response. Hello? I hope you're putting that down. Azan. Now, I want you guys to put that down. Azan, can you hear me? Let me see your response. Can you hear me? Azan. I'm going to spank you. You will see. Don't worry. Be playing with your Bible. I will spank you. All right. Better. That's what I want to see. Good. Now, you need a needle. You need a scissors. You need the fabric. I need the thread. Now type back what I said. Type back those things that I said that you needed. Type it back. I'm coming. I want to try and see if I can reduce the page of this thing. All right. Can you see it now? Scissors, needle, fabric, and thread. Beautiful. Now, the last one, you're going to sketch. You get a diagram. You get a diagram of what you want to do. Maybe you're going to design your birthday dress. Or maybe you're designing a baby, you know this doll baby, the one they use these girls that they normally play with at home. So pretend as if you are designing a cloth for it. That's the costume. Pretend as if you are designing this thing for it. Now let's go further. No, not only girls. not only girls. I said, see, let me give you an instance. When you get to GS3, in GS3, we are going to be doing one thing. And what's that thing? You'll be designing soft toys. You'll be designing embroidery. You'll be designing crocheting. You'll be designing you'll be doing painting. Do painting. Your painting will start from here. You are not drawing it. You are designing. What are you going to be drawing with needle and thread? You cut and sew and use your needle and thread to sew it. That's the assignment. Hold on, you will see the assignment. I'm just going towards the materials that you need. I've not even said don't do this or do that. But I'm just saying that these are the materials you need for now. Needle, thread, fabric. You understand? So now let's go. Now that you understand what that thing is, I want to point out something. Look at this. Somebody was telling me that this is not an Arab dress code among some of your mates, and I said you are bringing it to school. You are bringing it to school. Demola, it's your assignment. You are going to design. Look, you're making a toy. You are not designing the toy. You're just designing. It can be big. It can size you. It can be something you can wear. Something you can wear for your size, or maybe something your junior brother or junior sister can wear. I don't see you design a costume, either for the Igbo, either for the Yoruba, either for the Hausa, and you can take off the Turkish and take any other place you want. But that is what I wanted. Demola, stop. The material is not necessarily expensive, but don't use paper. Don't use what? Paper. Because we discuss paper in the class. So paper should be your last option. Now, guys, ask questions before we move forward. I want to know where you are lost or where you are not lost. We talked about costume. We talked about, now let's talk about functions of costume first. Let's talk about functions. All right. Functions of costume. According to the play or set, I'm coming. According to the play or set, all right, look at it this way. According to this play or set, a Yoruba story cannot be meaningful using, sorry, there's a mistake, I'm coming. Using an Hausa article. Now, what do we mean here? Imagine you are acting on stage as an Hausa man or Hausa woman, and somebody now brings to you and say, okay, I'll bring this to you. As a motto, I did it. You don't tell me, I want to tell you this thing. And he's put on a suit, and he's having on a tie. I don't need to come say, whenever I teach for this class, some of you will come down and be writing something that does not have anything to do with my class. Now you see the accent, you see what I'm complaining about, but the problem is the fact that I am not from that land. So if you look, for example, now, look at this. Look at this. You see how we have designs, we have patterns, we have drawings, we have all sorts of things on this thing. And those things are what you call patterns and so on and so forth. But for you to play the role, to tell the audience my story, something must go with it. And what is that thing? Pretend as if I'm just an Um, now, what do you call that? That little thing I just did, what do you call that? A drunkard. Halima, beautiful. A drunkard. I'm playing the role of a drunkard. I'm playing the role of a drunkard. That drunkard, look at what I'm wearing. If I'm wearing if I'm wearing something like let's say a police uniform where I have let's use the mobile police. I have the singlet, the green singlet, and I have a green trouser with some knives beside me, and I have the berets. Can I say I'm a doctor? Can I say I'm a doctor? I'm coming. I'll go to slide. I'll go to the slide. But what I'm saying is fine. No, because what I am having a knife. I am having a trouser. I am having a t-shirt. I look exactly like a police. That is what costume does. That is what it does. Imagine if you're a doctor. You call yourself a doctor. You have an earring. You have a. You have a. Not a suit. Okay, let's say you have a suit. If you have a suit, you have an earring. You have not a tie. Those three things. And you are coming, and something happen. And they say, yeah, ah, ah, yeah. Since money, now Yamuruba don't pursue me. Now I make I run come meet you. As I don't see you now, my life, I don't change my life. Come and arrest them. Is that possible? The man is wearing a suit. He's wearing a tie. He's a doctor. Who says it's possible? A doctor will go and arrest. He's a doctor. If you're like, ah, 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 I have serious headache. The headache is disturbing me. That is meant for him. That is his field. He can take care of you in that field. He can kill you, can help you in that field. But when it's not his field and you take his problem to him, he can't solve the problem. He can't. That is what costume is all about. Now it says functions of costume varies according to play or set. Let me explain that. Yes, functions of costume varies according to play or set. You cannot be playing in Lagos, for example, independence drama. And I can't see that. I said it varies according to your play or set, yes. Nadia, what do you say? It varies according to your. Which one is that? Nadia. I mean, it varies according to the play or set. How? Okay, let me hear you. Reggie. Yes, anybody can wear costume, especially. Okay, let's do like this. Wait. If you're going for okay, you know what is happening right now? They call it Halloween Carnival. You know about Halloween that is happening abroad now, like in UK. Halloween. You're all aware, right? You are all aware about the Halloween that is happening. You see that everybody's going to make up. They wear certain kind of costumes. They dress. Some people will dress as if they are ghosts. Some people will dress as if they are dead. Some people will dress as if they are Spider-Man. Some people will dress as if they are Incredible Hulk. Some will dress like a nightmare. That is costume. It's not necessarily that maybe you're acting on stage alone, or maybe when you're acting a play or a film before you can dress up with clothes and so anybody can wear costume. sometimes if you look at Lagos, for example, there's what you call a Lagos Carnival. In Lagos Carnival, you will see that people will dress up. Some people will dress up in a way that will be different from what others are wearing, just to play that character that they want to play in that carnival. So that's why I said anybody can wear costume. Eyo is not a costume. If I tell you to give me people that wear costumes, Eyo is not a costume. Can you see page 8 now? He's talking about costume constructions. I wanted to look for something similar that I can use to explain that level to you. You have the carnival, you have the, aside from carnival, we have yeah, like I said, the Halloween party, we have max party. In max party, somebody can just use, can do like this and cover the nose and wear a feather, then wear a long robe. That is costuming. That is what you call costuming. Now let's move further. Are you done with that side? I'm coming. Now it says costume construction. A costume technician is a team used for a person that conducts or alters the costume. The costume designer is responsible for taking the two-dimensional sketch and translating it to creative garment that resembles the designer's rendering. Now, when you say rendering, rendering is like your final job. Rendering is your final job. Who says you are going to buy? Omena, you are not going to buy any costume. If I see that you brought a product that's being bought, I'm going to spank you and tear it or burn it for you. I said you are going to design your costume. I did not say you are going to buy. I said you are going to do. Okay, wait. Let's do this way before I round up. Look at it. Look at it this way, guys. It's okay. Now look at it this way. I said this is your assignment. This is the assignment. Hold on. Your assignment: design a costume using any of the local fabric. You can see that, right? Design a costume using any of the local fabric. Then 2, state the process of designing your costume and bring it to school. Write it down. Design, assignment number 1. Design a costume using any of the local fabric. I don't mind if you use the Yoruba one, the Hausa one, the Igbo one, you can use the Turkish one. Anything, any fabric you like to design your costume. It could be Turkish, it could be Nigerian, it could be, just design a costume, then state the process of designing that your costume. You all get it. Let's see that. Let's make it print. See, it's too small for me to say. I've just said it now. I said design using any fabric. It could be Turkish, it could be Nigerian, it could be Igbo, it could be Hausa. Then write down the processes. Are we all clear? You are not clear. Hold on. All right, whoever has it, send it to whoever doesn't have it.